We take a look at excellent landing pages from different industries to discuss what they do exceptionally well. I'm Mike Egan, Product Marketing Manager at Instapage, and today we're going to be looking at a page from the project management software company Kantata. So this software is targeted towards folks in the professional services industry, which obviously has a lot of moving pieces and often multiple stakeholders that need to stay aligned. So software like this is excellent and can really speak to that audience and needs to understand their needs really intimately and then show them a path forward. So right out the gate, there's really strong design on this landing page. I want to call out the secondary colors like orange and purple, which are less standard than more primary colors like red and blue, which you'll more often see on landing pages. But this bold design really stands out. Also, it does a great job of telling you what it is and who it's for right out the gate. Project management software with a really strong headline, make every project your best project. It's very confident. And then in the copy here, they call out that this is targeted towards professional services folks. Also, something to point out for this hero section is you might have noticed this purple, blue, sort of indigo call to action button. So this doesn't take you away to a form page like other landing pages might. Instead, it gives you this really straightforward, simple demo sign up call to action right here in a form. And that's great. It means that you can express your interest without completely leaving the experience. This page also, please note out that the get started turns into a get free demo, making it very clear what the action is and what the outcome will be. And so having stated right up front what this is, who it is for, they then show who their customers are, which is a great move because it takes that audience that they've grabbed right away and then reinforces that with this sort of appeal to authority. They've got Salesforce in there. They've got big companies like Genpact and Sage. It's a great way to make your customers feel the trust your potential customers feel the trust that your current customers do. And then going down just a little bit further, before they dive into a Z pattern for like a full explanation of the feature benefits and what you get, they make it clear right out the gate, that they understand what your needs are. So this is something that an industry-specific platform probably would need to go a long way towards reinforcing, right? I can purchase, a software that's for project management more broadly, but if it's targeted specifically for my industry, I want to know that the people who are building that software know what my industry-specific challenges are. And so just taking a beat to address that and then giving that get started before getting into all this technical detail is a really smart way to kind of reinforce that audience-specific language. Then we get into a Z pattern that provides a great amount of information, including images of the platform in action. And so for folks like the audience for this page, knowing what you're getting into with the software, what the day-to-day of your experience will be like with that platform is huge. If you have a struggle with the user experience or the readability of a piece of software that you use every day, that has operational implications for your whole business. And so being able to see what it's like side by side with the more technical explanations in the copy here with the bullets is really strong. But there's a secret thing that this page does that I want to call out as particularly interesting. You'll notice that in those first two call to actions, that brought up a form. So let's say you were someone who's encountering this for the first time. You're potentially interested in taking a tour or a demo, but you need more information. You're interested because you're continuing to scroll down the page and read, but you're not quite there yet. And each of these steps of the Z pattern gives you a little bit more information that you might put you over the line to taking action and beginning to explore. However, these call to action buttons function differently. Rather than stopping the experience and bringing you to the form, clicking those call to actions scrolls you all the way down to this secondary form that sits on the page and is functionally the same thing. Sign up to schedule a free demo or get started with a tour. It answers that same, need, tactical need, top of the page, but in a different way that speaks to the stage of kind of understanding and exploring your solution that the audience for this page will be in at that point. So it's really contextual. It's really smart. I'd love to see, the conversion rate success of each of those different call to action buttons. So just a note on the text. It's really great. I love the bullets. I'm a big fan of making it as easy as possible for people to access the most important information at a glance. And then right before if you've gotten this far, it answers potentially some last minute checkboxes. Does this work with my existing tech stack? That might be a disqualifying factor that a buyer might have in mind reading this page. By having gotten this far, knowing that the value and the audience specific benefits are for you, this helps to tick that off. And then it ends with a customer quote that brings the success to life. And the design here is great. The quote stands out. It lauds the services of the company. So I think it's a good way to establish trust and put the audience in your customer's shoes. And so that's that. I think it's a really great page. I think the way that it plays with navigation and with call to actions is really interesting. You could potentially experiment with this page by trying a few things that, this page doesn't currently leverage. One thing I would call out is video. Video could be a really excellent way to help the audience see what the experience of using the platform is like, call out some key features and make it really obvious what the audience specific value is in this hero section instead of potentially this stock image. Another way that you could experiment is testing whether longer copy in that Z pattern further down the page is more effective than something that's a little bit different, that's maybe more streamlined. So those are some experiments that you could run on this page, but on the whole, I think it's really exciting. It's given me some new ideas for how to structure the journey of the viewer on my page. And if you're interested in page design practices on ways to keep your audience hooked on your experience and bring them through that set of information, and you want to learn how to do so in an interesting and creative way, Instapage might be for you. So we are posting marketing best practices, design tips all the time on our blog and our social media. So feel free to come to instapage.com and check out our resources. Or if you're interested in a free trial that will help you to explore some of the things we talk about in this series, check out the link in the corner of the screen and try a 14-day free trial of Instapage for yourself. Thanks again for tuning in today. This has been Landing Pages We Love. I'm Michael Egan. Thanks very much.